We're hopping aboard the Arctic Express. Bitter cold air is blowing into Wisconsin. Most of the day will be spent in the single digits with sub-zero wind chills. The high this afternoon in Green Bay, 11, with blustery west winds. At least skies will be mostly sunny. We did see some snow showers across northern Wisconsin last night, but the Arctic front that produced that light snow has now pushed off towards the east. A few patchy clouds are left over early this morning, but those will be thinning out as high pressure builds in from the west. We're still in the teens along the lake shore, but inland it's single-digit time. 6 right now in Wapaka, 5 in Iron Mountain, with west winds around 10 to 15 miles an hour and some stronger winds in Door County. So this is blowing your body heat away from you, and you're going to perceive it to be colder. And here are those wind chills. 7 below from Oconto into the Fox Cities and Fond du Lac, 11 below in Iron Mountain, and those teens below zero are more common in central Wisconsin. And it's not going to improve much at all as the day moves on. All right, here's Pinpoint Predictor with the actual high temperatures we're anticipating, generally on either side of 10. 11 in Shawano, 8 for a high temperature in Pembine. A few patchy clouds this morning, otherwise plenty of sun. Some clouds may linger in north central Wisconsin, but as high pressure arrives, they should dissipate as the day moves on. Tonight starts off with moonlit skies, and then after midnight some clouds will creep back in as a quick moving front comes through, giving us a reinforcing shot of that Arctic air. And check out the wind chills later tonight into tomorrow morning, diving down to 15 to 25 degrees below zero. Now that's cold enough where if you're going to be outside with exposed skin for about 30 minutes, you could get a touch of frostbite. So just make sure you play it smart and bundle up. Your severe weather outlook right now is low for Friday night and moderate for Saturday, and that may get an upgrade as we possibly may be getting some heavy snow late in the week. I'll take a little stab at those snowfall totals in just a second. Right now, 8 in Green Bay. Feels like 7 below with a west wind at 12 miles an hour. Today, mostly sunny, quite blustery, high of 11, but sub-zero wind chills. Tonight, a full moon, and then clouds later on, low of 1, wind chills as ugly as 15 to 25 below. There's your 7-day forecast. Nasty chills tomorrow morning and Thursday morning, blustery with sun and some clouds. And there's that snow potential Friday night going into Saturday. Could be heavy as we start off the weekend. Now, this far out, it's hard to be confident in snowfall totals. We use long-range computer models to try to figure out what's going to happen. Well, here are 2 trusted computer models in the weather community, what's called the GFS model on the left and the European model on the right. And if I take those all the way out through Saturday night into early Sunday morning, they're in fairly good agreement, which actually concerns me because a lot of times they diverge. You know, they don't always agree. But they're calling for about 8 to 12 inches of accumulation. And a reminder that long-range snow forecast, they can change. So 8 to 12 inches is how it looks right now, but you know those numbers might be adjusted as we get a little bit closer.
It's good that you share what you have to look at with everybody. So.
Yes.
It's one of those things where it's a good tool, but take it for a grain of salt right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. We'll keep an eye on this for you, that's for sure. We'll take a break. Be right back.
Lingering clouds are on your Friday first forecast. It's going to be a mostly cloudy day, but unlike yesterday, which was on the cool side, it's going to turn out milder today. In fact, the high of 62 is not going to be until around and after sunset. Impressive, and it's all because of a strong south wind, which is going to pick up in speed as the day moves on. Now, the wind picks up as high pressure moves east of us. Right now, it's in Indiana. It's not doing a very good job scouring away these low clouds, which continue to float through northeast Wisconsin. Showers in the UP are probably going to stay away as we go into our morning commute. We're at 40 in Rhinelander, and that's also Sturgeon Bay's temperature, with 43 for the Fox Cities and 42 for a temperature right now in Oconto. South to southwest winds are blowing in around 5 to 10 miles an hour. Light winds right now, but in a few hours it's going to be a different story. As we go towards lunch and beyond, Pinpoint Predictor shows south winds steady around 15 to 20 miles an hour, and some of the higher gusts may grab your attention late today, up around 30 miles an hour, and that's bringing in the balmy temperatures, especially for late October. Mid to upper 50s in the north, low 60s in the valley, 64 for a high in Wapaka, 58 though in Manitowoc. Probably dry today. We will see a lot of clouds and a few sunny peaks here and there, especially in the afternoon. As a warm front comes in from the southwest, there might be a few evening sprinkles right up along the UP border, but most of the rain is going to be in the upper peninsula. Tonight, mostly cloudy, and Saturday, oh, where's the sun? We could really use some, but tomorrow looks gray and gloomy again. Now, tomorrow, a cold front is going to pass through across Wisconsin, and it's behind the front. We'll see some showers coming in from the west. I think they'll hold off for any communities that are doing trick-or-treating tomorrow night, because we've got 1, 2, 3 nights of trick-or-treating across northeast Wisconsin, and the dancing mummy is so excited about that. I mean, he is really moving there. I don't know if I can move quite like he does. I'll try to keep the rain out of it for Saturday. 55, 47, partly cloudy for Sunday, and then a chance of showers for Monday night. That's when most of the kids are going trick-or-treating and probably dancing better than me. 56. So I don't think you're going to have the heavy coats this year, kids. It's going to be a mild next few days. Your severe weather outlook is in the very low category as far as I can see, all the way into early November. My dancing is probably the scariest thing there. 44, cloudy in Green Bay, south wind at 7 miles an hour. Today, mostly cloudy, milder but windy. 62 around and just after sunset, low of 56 tonight. Mild, mostly cloudy, a breezy evening. A few sprinkles are possible in the north. And on the water, a gale warning goes into effect this afternoon. So it's probably not the best day to go out in the water with south winds up to 40 knots and waves of 4 to 8 plus feet. There's your 7-day forecast. October ends and November begins with mild weather. The coldest high, and you can call it cold, 52 on Sunday. A couple showers are possible Saturday night, Monday evening for trick-or-treating, and then another rain chance towards the middle of next week.
That's why we love you. Going out of your comfort zone. You're not afraid. Thank you.
You have no idea how afraid I am to do that on air.
Looks pretty comfortable to me.
Welcome back, 5:55. You are looking at the super moon. It's legitimately different than the normal moon. We'll try to explain. And you can see the image behind us too. It's pretty rare. People around the world saw this last night. NASA shot this video.
Yeah, we also received a lot of great pictures from you guys of the supermoon here over Wisconsin. Astronomers say that once every 13 months, the moon becomes full on the same day when its orbit is close to Earth.
And this is the brightest moon in almost 69 years, and it will reach its peak just before dawn this morning. So you have what, maybe about 15 more minutes to check it out, right, Steve?
Well, I mean, I think you could probably see it probably for another half hour at tops.
Okay.
Did we say why it's brighter too? I mean, I get the closer part, but I don't know the brighter
Well,
part.
because it's closer to you, it's reflecting more of the sunlight back to you here on planet Earth. And so it's basically, if I had a flashlight, and if I was standing back here, it would not seem as bright compared
but if you were closer,
like that.
Sure. Got it.
Then all of a sudden, it looks much brighter than what it is, 30% brighter, in fact. All right, hey, here's some more information about the supermoon, right? Okay, so the actual peak of the moon is at 7:52. That's after the moon sets early this morning. And as a side note, our full moon in the month of November is known as the hunting moon by both the Oneida and Menominee tribes in northeast Wisconsin. Now let's talk about why this supermoon is so super. Largest supermoon in 68 years, almost 69 years. 14% bigger, 30% brighter than normal. The moon set 6:32 a.m. So you got about a half an hour before it ducks under the western horizon. The next time it's going to get this close to us, November 25th of 2034. So this is a generational supermoon, if you will. Today, mostly sunny with some afternoon clouds in the north, a mild high of 57, and with mostly cloudy skies this evening. Make sure you check out that supermoon now before it sets in about half an hour. All right, good Monday morning. Well, we've got more mild weather. Your first forecast has a high of 57 degrees. We'll find sunshine with some clouds arriving late, especially from the north, and it's possible this evening we could have some sprinkles in the north woods. Right now, temperatures are in the 30s and 40s. There's an exception, though. Sister Bay is at 50 degrees with 35 to the north there in Escanaba, 39 in Appleton, 42 degrees right now in Oshkosh. The Fox Valley has a light south to southwest wind around 5 miles an hour, but the air is calm to the north and west, so I don't think there's much of a wind chill factor for you to worry about this morning. There are some clouds passing through the area, especially in the Fox Valley, but all in all, it's fair to partly cloudy. Those clouds are tied in with a cool front. It's going to swing through without much going on, no precipitation. It's actually the first of two fronts we'll see over the next couple days. The second one is back towards the Canadian Rockies and the Pacific Northwest, and you can see it's producing some rain out towards Oregon and Washington State. That front swings through Wisconsin tomorrow, and yes, it will bring us a slight rain chance. So here's Pinpoint Predictor. Your Monday high temperatures, mostly mid-50s in the north, but Rhinelander looks a little cooler at 52. We'll see the upper half of the 50s elsewhere with a 60 penciled in for Wapaka. Skies look mostly sunny this morning on Pinpoint Predictor, but behind the departing front number 1, some low clouds drifting in from the north, and will turn mostly cloudy heading into tonight. It's possible, especially north of Green Bay, of a few sprinkles or maybe a little touch of thin fog, nothing that dense. And then Tuesday, mostly cloudy. Front number 2 arrives, and in the afternoon tomorrow we'll probably find a few spotty showers. The chances are getting a little bit higher to get wet north of Green Bay as opposed to south of Green Bay, and those showers will scoot out of the area as we go into tomorrow evening. Your severe weather outlook is very low for the next several days. I am watching for maybe an upgrade as we go into Saturday. We'll get into that in just a heartbeat. Right now, fair and 44 in Green Bay. Southwest winds are blowing in at 7 miles an hour, and here's the forecast for today. Mostly sunny, some afternoon clouds in the north, and towards sunset, some sprinkles near the UP border can't be ruled out. High of 57. Tonight, low 40, mostly cloudy, few sprinkles, and some fog is possible, but I'm not going to get too concerned about traveling. On the water, southwest winds, they begin to veer around to the north, around 5 to 10 knots, and we'll have 1 to 3 foot waves. So here's your 7-day forecast. 57 today, 54 tomorrow, a couple spotty showers. Sunshine on Wednesday, 52. Now, see Friday, breezy, warmer, 60, chance of showers that night, and then we'll get much colder as we go towards the weekend, 30s and 40s. Saturday has a slight chance of rain, and it might be cold enough northwest of the valley where we see a couple snowflakes mixed in. But I know that hunters are kind of eyeballing that weekend. It does not seem like it's going to be one where we start off with any tracking snow.
Okay, all right.
People maybe are getting ready to see a few snowflakes now at this point in time.
Some are.
Maybe.